With this question, I would like to echo the wisdom of Eleanor Roosevelt. You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really look fear in the face. Let's confront this challenge with this assessment test questions head-on, knowing that overcoming obstacles builds your resilience and your character. You're presented with 4 numbers, 17, 43, 37, and then comes the missing number you need to calculate, knowing that all 4 numbers average 30. Your choices for the answers are choice A, 21, choice B, 22, choice C, 23, and last but not least, choice D, 25. Well, this question may seem daunting at first, but I know you have the skills and creativity to tackle it. Trust in your abilities, and let's explore all possible solutions together. Let's tackle it as a team. Are you prepared to showcase your response? Let's move forward and see where it leads us. And if uncertainty lingers, stay motivated. Every effort made, whether successful or not, brings valuable insights and opportunities for improvement. And the solution here might be simpler than you think. If 4 numbers average 30, then sum of all 4 numbers should be 4 multiplied by 30 and equals 120. Which means that missing number can be calculated by subtracting the known numbers from 120. Let's calculate it. 120 minus 17 minus 43 and minus 37 equals 23. So the correct answer here is choice C, 23. And now it's time to grab your thinking goggles. This question is so intricate, Sherlock Holmes would need a cheat sheet. You're presented with 2 diamonds. Each diamond has 4 numbers inside. In the first diamond, numbers are 8, 6, 2, and 4. And in the second diamond, numbers are 5, 2, 2, and then comes the missing number, which you need to calculate and select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 1, choice B, 3, choice C, 5, and last but not least, choice D, 7. Investigate closely and determine if the solution emerges from the careful observation. On my end, I'm moving forward to share with you my version of the answer. And obviously, if you have a better way to solve it, please make sure to post in comments. As you might have guessed, the key to solve this challenge is to determine the pattern. And to determine the pattern, you need to consider different possibilities, sequence, and orders. The flow of calculation may not be the same each time. Take a close look at the diamond that has all the numbers. The pattern here is that the left and the right digits in the diamond represent a single number, which is calculated as a top number in the power of the bottom number. Let's look at the example. For example, the top number in the left diamond is 8, and the bottom number is 2. 8 in the power of 2 is 64. Now let's look at the missing value. 5 in the power of 2 is 25. So the correct answer here is choice C, 5. Let's dive into the world of letters with this amazingly tricky question that not only evaluates your English alphabet knowledge, but also tests your analytical skills and your strategies for tackling challenges effectively. You're presented with 3x3 matrix. The matrix has letters inside. The first row has letters A, B, and D. The second row has letters B, D, and F. And then the third row has letters D, F, and then comes the missing letter, which you need to select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, H. Choice B, D. Choice C, F. And last but not least, choice D, K. Take a close look to see if you can come up with the answer. I mentioned that this question is a little tricky, so let me give you a hint. Take a close look and consider why would some boxes, some squares in the matrix would be in gray and some would be in white. Was it helpful? I hope it was. I've unlocked my answer and I'm excited to unveil some hints for you to share the answer. Let's explore the solution together. And obviously, if you've came up with the different and more creative alternative solution or tips how to solve these types of challenges effectively, make sure to post them in comments. To answer this question correctly, let's look at our matrix from a little different dimension. Each letter here corresponds to a specific place in the alphabet, which can be represented by the number. For example, letter A equals 1, letter B 2, C 3, and etc. If we follow this logic, we can replace all letters in all three rows with the numbers. So for the first row, the numbers will be 1, 2, and 4. For the second row, the numbers would be 2, 4, and 6. And for the third row, the numbers will be 4 and 6, and then would be the missing number. The next step is to determine what's happening with the numbers and how to calculate the missing number. Remember I gave you a hint? Hope you figured it out, because numbers in the white squares here are the result of addition of numbers in the gray squares. Let's look at the example. For example, 2 plus 2 equals 4. 4 plus 2 equals 6. This is how the numbers in the white squares of the second row are calculated. 2 plus 4 equals 6. This is the result of the calculation in the third row, which would mean that the missing number on the intersection of 4 and 4 will be calculated as addition of 4 plus 4, which would be equal to 8. So the correct answer here is choice A, H, because H is the letter that corresponds to the number 8. I hope you would agree, but it's time to do something different now. And I suggest let's test how well you are absorbing the material. I have a question for you to practice your skills. With this question, the spotlight is on you. Take the lead in solving this question on your own terms and post your answer in the comments so I can share with you my feedback. I have full confidence that you will shine with your brilliance right now by solving this challenge. You are presented with the 3x3 matrix. Each cell in the matrix has numbers inside. Starting with the first column, the numbers are 57, 89, and 99. The second middle column has numbers 12, 17, and 18. And then the third column has numbers 3, 8, and then comes the missing number, which you need to calculate and select out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 7, choice B, 8, choice C, 9, and choice D, 10. This particular practice question is waiting for your individual touch to get solved, and I have full confidence that you can do it. Just make sure to post your answer in comments so I can give you my feedback. Thanks for participating, and good luck solving this intriguing challenge. This particular test question is very tricky, but through the simplicity. Understanding this question is like trying to assemble IKEA furniture without the instructions. Sure, it might work eventually, but expect a few leftover screws and a sense of confusion. You are presented with the equation 8 multiplied by 13 minus square root of 64, and you need to calculate the result of this expression, which should be selected out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 96, choice B, 98, choice C, 102, and last but not least, choice D, 104. Seems confusing, right? But whether you're a current subscriber actively tackling these questions or someone contemplating a subscription in the future, I have complete faith in your ability to overcome this challenge. Just make sure to grant yourself sufficient time to complete this question. Are you ready? I am going to continue this adventure. Let's navigate the complexities together and exchange the solutions. Believe it or not, your opinion counts, and your insights could be the key to unlocking the mystery here. Before showing you the solution, I want to challenge you. Obviously, there is a typical way of solving this equation, but there is also an easier and faster way to solve this challenge if you use common sense. Can you figure it out? Well, the typical way to solve it would be multiply 8 by 13 and then subtract the square root of 64, which would be 104 minus 8, and the end result of this would be 96. But I mentioned to you that there is a faster way to solve it, especially in your mind without the calculator. All you need to do is take a square root of 64, which would be equal to 8, and then you realize that you need to multiply 8 by 12 instead of 13, and the end result of this is 96. So the correct answer here is choice A, 96. Prepare to tackle this tricky question, designed not just to test your mental math abilities, but also to improve your critical thinking skills. You're presented with the circle which is broken down into 8 equal parts. Each part has a number, and the numbers are 14, 28, 42, 56, 41, 82, 24, and then comes the missing number. You need to determine the missing number and select it out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 21. Choice B, 57. Choice C, 65. And last but not least, choice D, 96. Tricky question, don't you think so? But believe it or not, there is a logic in these numbers. At least this is what I found. And since I did find my answer, I'm thrilled to compare it with your solution. Let's continue so we can examine your strategies step by step. And if your brilliant approach is better or more efficient, don't hesitate to let us know in comments. Remember, I told you that this question is tricky. Let's look in details why the answer is not obvious. Let's look at the numbers 14, 28, 42, and 56. As you can see, they all increase by 14. 14 plus 14 equals 28. 28 plus 14 equals 42. And 42 plus 14 equals 56. But then this pattern breaks, and you see numbers 41, 82, and 24. Unfortunately, this pattern is misleading, and it's there to confuse you. In this case, the random numbers could have been used as well. So what is the right solution? Take a look at the circle in the middle. If you draw the line from the number through the middle of the circle, the numbers on the opposite side of the circle are reflections of the numbers on the other side. Let's take a close look. For example, 14 becomes 41, 28 becomes 82, 42 becomes 24, and 56 then becomes 65. So the correct answer here is choice C, 65. Let's explore this mind-boggling assessment test together. This question goes beyond typical assessment and validates your attention to details as well as your practical problem-solving techniques. You're presented with 3 expressions and you need to find the 4th one. The first expression is 1 by 2 plus 3. The second expression is 2 by 3 plus 4. The third expression is 3 by 4 plus 5. The 4th expression would need to be selected and rationalized out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 3 by 5 plus 4. Choice B, 4 by 5 plus 6. Choice C, 6 by 5 plus 4. And last but not least, choice D, 7 by 4 plus 5. Take a close look to see if you can come up with the answer. Did you find your answer? I think I discovered my solution. So let's go ahead, move forward, and dissect our problem-solving methods together. I'm eager to share with you my step-by-step process and encourage you to contribute your own ingenious insights in comments. The way I see the answer is that we need to ignore the math signs, multiplication and plus signs, and focus on the numbers themselves. Because the pattern here is actually the sequence of numbers in each row. For example, let's take a look at the row 1. The numbers are 1, 2, 3. In second row, the numbers are 2, 3, and 4. In the third row, the numbers are 3, 4, and 5. So what we see is that the number in the next row starts with the middle number of the previous row, which means that correct numbers for the row 4 would be 4, 5, and 6. So the correct answer here is choice B, 4 by 5 plus 6. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you for helping us to become one of the largest YouTube channels to help people become smarter, increase your IQ, and to pass any test. If the content of this video was helpful, please make sure to click the like button to help YouTube algorithm promote this video and help other people to find it faster. Giving us a like is also a way for you to tell us that you need more content like this, and when you tell us, we will deliver it for you in the future. For links to free and premium resources, please check the description and comments of this video. You can also go directly to our website, howtoanalyzedata.net, to download the materials related to this topic. I really appreciate your endorsement, support, and patronage of this channel. And thank you for considering to become a member and considering to subscribe. Please leave feedback, suggestions, or corrections in comments. And all the best on your journey. I'll see you in my next video.